Hey, sorry, I just lost connection with
That's
you.
all right.
Okay. Okay, we can continue.
Let's go!
At our table.
So let's just pause it there, just for a second.
All right.
Does that description meet the standards of what he's saying there? Like, was that a selection of fine cheeses?
Truly, a finer selection of cheeses has never been found.
Oh, yeah.
And pickles, like, there's more nuts than there is pickles. There's one pickled green bean.
There's one. There's just one. What a disaster.
I'm just waiting for the chat to confirm if we're live or not. Sorry. Well, like we said before, let me bring up my camera for a moment, if I can find it. There we go. There it is. What he's basically doing is just look at this fine liquid that I am consuming. Look at the clarity. Look at how clearly you can see through this. This clarity is a representation of the purest quality of the finest water that I got out of a tap. You know.
Oh man, crowd. The problem is we're offline, so shit. You know, you gotta come back and do that again, bro.
Okay,
you gotta come back. Go and do that again. That was amazing, crowd. That was
Are we completely offline?
We're completely offline. We have to restart.
No!
Let me take a look.
We missed
How many live viewers do we have?
Wait. Let me tell me if we're live.
I'll tell you if we're live here in 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back.
Brilliant. So, what do you think of the cheeses?
Well, I mean, I think it's probably the most edible thing so far, really, because it was bought at the store. Other than it was on like a slate of grease and like bacteria.
Yeah.
I'll tell you if we're live here in 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back.
Brilliant. So, what do you think of the cheeses?
Well, I mean, I think it's probably the most edible thing so far, really, because it was bought at the store. Other than it was on like a slate of grease and like bacteria.
It's that he's left it on the chopping board there. That's the worst, most reprehensible thing about this course.
You know, I just really want Kraut to come back on camera and do the bottled water. That was fucking amazing.
So Kraut did a skit whilst we were offline, not knowing that we were offline. Wow. And it's magic. It's keto.
It's best. Look at this fine liquid, transparently clear. The sun would shine through it like nothing. It is like glass, and this transparency is the perfect symbol for the immense quality and luxuriousness of this fine water that I got from a tap. That's what he's doing. Overly describing something, basically.
That's amazing. Like, that shit's just amazing.
Alright, let's go. Okay. Let's watch him slam this cheese.
Right, so here the plate is already. Lots of diversity on this plate, and Mama JF has brought her own collection of different nuts. Because as I say in the video, now
so they're her nuts.
JF, because
she's provided the nuts.
I see you hit it, and
she picked them out of the bird pen.
From all falling. So be careful.
She got them out of the garden.
And you have this hole in the attic. You have this huge reserve of nuts, right?
Yeah. Why do you want to eat that?
She has a reserve of nuts in the attic, like a squirrel. Like a squirrel.
All of the nuts that have ever existed on the planet.
Don't they rot?
Because before I was vegetarian. Well,
she has.
And like the first thing I did, I went to the school and I was like.
She has a collection of nuts representative of every single nut on the planet.
All the nuts
Look at
And,
him
like,
with the
I-
knife.
I
That's
put
not even
them
a
in
cheese
his
knife, is
mouth,
it?
and Jean
What is
was
he
like,
doing? Is he
"Why
eating off
did
the
you
knife?
get all those nuts?"
That is a steak.
So we
Is that
have
the
by
liver
way.
liver
pasty?
pate here,
Oh,
which
God.
you can put on a crouton.
Oh,
It
croton.
really stuck to me, but
Also
like,
known
you
as
just-
a
you
piece
can
of
eat
bread.
nuts, like, so I was like,
You know.
about nuts, little.
Like it's all like so sophisticated and shit, but it's just plain
You know
stuff.
what is this?
This is liver pate.
This is
This
a
is-
cannelle. A cannelle.
This is
What
cannelle.
is this, JF?
No, it is
What
truly
have you
the
made?
shape in which she has deposited in the
I
plate.
don't think she will
It's
try
an
it.
elongated circular form.
Yes.
It's how you serve
You just know
ice
that he's
cream on the top
seconds
restaurants.
away from
I want to see
trying to
it.
end it
You
all
want
with
to
that
show
knife.
us how you make a cannelle?
Yes, like this, the cannelle, like this,
What the
What?
fuck?
like this,
What?
Put 2 spoons together.
What?
like this.
You exchange it between the
Oh, a
spoon
kernel.
and
She's making a
eventually
kernel.
forms
I thought she was going to make a canal. Like you said,
elongated
canal.
circle.
It kind of looks like
This is-
A kernel.
This is like a
She's trying to
6-year-old.
make it into a kernel, like
That's a
Greek
6-year-old
kernel.
playing with
I
food.
want to
Oh,
tell you
fuck.
something funny again. When I was working,
Do you think she has a
I was-
nappy usually?
Because I didn't know this is a canal. Me,
Do I
only heard
think she
GF
has a
say this,
nappy?
because of Dudani.
I don't know, man.
A
I think she has an
being
attic full
a
of the
gesture
world's
that is made
best nuts.
on the arm, indicating I've inserted my
amazing.
arm up your ass.
Yeah, why you use
What?
that word? I
Oh,
don't
it's
know.
a
What?
long history. It's a
Yeah.
long history.
Do you want me to replay that?
Dates back 15 years.
What?
I've inserted
What did she
my
just
arm
say? I
up
put
your.
my
He just
arm up.
said he inserts
Wait,
his
I'll-
arm up her ass.
I'll play it again.
Let us hear this
Because I
again.
didn't
Everybody be
know
quiet.
this.
Let's hear.
And then me, I only
Merry
heard
Christmas.
GF say this because of Dudani.
A canal being a gesture that is made on the arm, indicating I've inserted my arm up your ass.
Yeah, why you use that word? I don't
Oh,
know.
it's a long history. It's a
Yeah.
long history of comedy that dates back 15 years, 20 years ago.
But is there a link with
I mean,
this? Or
I
not?
imagine there is a
No
long
link for that,
history.
but it's
There's
an
certainly some
elongated
comedy to this.
kind of thing you would put up an ass.
Just the
Oh
sinister
my
nature
goodness.
of him holding this
The
knife as
next
she's
time I heard
talking.
this again, I was working for a French guy there. But me, I only heard GF say it before, so I was like, what? I cannot.
What
do
is
you mean
she
by
saying?
that? Then they
Seriously, like, what is she saying?
I
Please
was
translate.
like, you know, I cannot.
He's just pouring wine as she's talking.
So your French boss was
Yeah.
expecting that you would know about canals.
And I was like, you know. Then he was like,
I think you have to be
What I
retarded to
love about
understand
JF
it.
and Mama JF's relationship is that she,
Then
even
he
at
was
times where he's like
what the
completely
fuck is
straight
wrong
faced and
with
he's
this
determined
guy?
not to laugh, she'll say
Alright,
something
and
that's
one
just so
thing that
retarded
I've
that he just
been
has
most
to laugh.
impressed
Do you know that?
He just can't help it.
Do you know that segment in the game Fallout New Vegas, where you go to I don't know which part of the town it is, and you encounter this retard in front of the gate, and if you talk to him, he just says unless you are yourself. Instead, if the character who you built is retarded, if you play as a retarded character,
Well,
and talk to him-
PPP, you're a deeply devoutly religious man. Is she speaking in tongues?
Okay. Hold on.
Is she speaking in tongues?
Okay. Let me give you. Okay. Let me give you a serious theological answer. Okay. So look, when the apostles were speaking in tongues, each one that was there on the day of Pentecost could understand in their own language what the apostles were saying. Okay. No one can understand what Mama JF is saying. She's not speaking in tongues.
Well,
She might
Fidel
be-
Cashflow says she clearly said duh, duh, duh. And I think that's pretty coherent with what she said there, you know.
You know
The
what?
esoteric message of Mama JF.
Maybe the Apostle Paul came back from the grave and laid on hands to Mama JF during her journey so that she might be given apostolic powers to speak tongues. I don't know. But as far as I know, those miraculous gifts have ceased. But
So
what do I know?
JF, by the way, is holding the pickled green bean, the magical pickled green bean.
Mhm. And he's now going to
He's
play
gonna-
with it. He's going to dance around with it or something.
Is he going to suck the thing into his blowhole? Is he going to give Mama JF any of the green bean?
No, he's going.
No,
to
I think he's
give
just going to
us-
take it all.
He's going
She
to
might
give us
choke
a
on it.
lecture on how special it is. Probably that's what he's going to do. Let's.
fucking thing.
This is the magical
This
pickled
year
green
The
bean.
rise of the green bean. Because those were vegetables that had absolutely no hope.
Yeah.
They were left on the ground. Farmers were wondering, are we selling those or are we just throwing them to the trash? It's a disgusting vegetable with no taste, absolutely. Yet they have now been making their way up in bars and cocktails.
Yeah, in the Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar type
Yeah.
cocktail.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
And
the
they have
pickled green bean. Yeah.
The word cocktail has
She isn't
triggered
eating
my
anything.
idea
Like, she's not had anything yet, has she?
into
She played with some pate on a
exploratory
spoon.
modes.
Well, JF's trying to make her lose some weight. She's getting a bit frumpy. Too
So
frumpy.
all
Let
of his
us try
cheese,
this
he's just gonna
orange
eat that
cheese.
cheese like an apple.
He's just gonna pick that
Which
block of
is
cheese
kind
and
of replacement for the
No, I
red
think
He's just gonna
Cutting a
eat
piece
it
off.
like an apple.
I think
It
it's
is
cutting a piece off.
absolutely equating
Quite
the red
there.
Leicester in quality. Now, I know people are saying it's pronounced Red Leicester, but I don't like this pronunciation. Mama Jeff, would you like to share the orange cheddar from Quebec?
From Quebec?
This is from our native
Quebec,
or province. It
I
is
think this is where she says
It's
that she
not.
doesn't know
the red Leicester from England, but produced in our home.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, they start
From
to be
Tesco.
good over there in Quebec. They
Oh,
make
yeah.
plenty of things.
The cheapest cheese in
Oh
Tesco.
yeah, I want to tell you
Oh, yeah,
something.
here.
You know, in Quebec they start to make truffles.
Oh,
There's
no, that's
yeah, there's one farm who grows truffles.
She's just not
in
eating it, though, is she?
Very
Like,
exciting.
where's she put it?
You
Can
don't
anyone
know.
Where does she
understand
put the red
In,
letter there?
Where southeast. How you call it?
Southeast.
She's
the
just
sud-
playing with it. She's just playing with the
Southeast, yeah.
cheese.
How you
Southeast.
call the region?
Well, in Gaspésie,
Témiscouata?
Témiscouata.
I'm not sure.
Témiscouata would be the place where a production of truffle has begun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, but I ate one with you. It was in a pot, but it tastes like nothing.
Oh yeah, we ate at one that was preserved through salty brine.
It tastes like
It
nothing.
doesn't really preserve.
He's
the
already
taste of
drunk
the
here, by the
truffle.
way. You know, he's drinking
But
off
Look at
screen.
him touching his
This
face
is for
and
rich
everything.
people.
He's fucked.
For rich people.
Poor guy is on the third
I don't know
course,
that there
and
are
he's
people
already
who
pretty
live
fucked.
a richer lifestyle than you. You go around and spend all your money on
All your
on crazy stuff and my money on crazy stuff. We also have this Manchego cheese,
What is she spending the
Which
money on?
is-
Is she spending the money on
a
nuts?
sheep edge cheese, typical of the edge sheep cheeses.
Well,
Would you
she's
like
putting
to
it back.
taste it?
For him.
Oh, this is
And now
good,
she's
but-
putting
He
that.
gives her a tiny amount like a mouse.
And
You
she
know,
immediately
like
puts it
Manchego.
away and
No,
picks
that's
it
the
up.
Manchego.
Oh, she doesn't even know which one it
Let's
is.
try it.
Jesus.
What?
She doesn't know what she's doing. She can't differentiate between the cheeses.
No. Like, what do you think her palate is like? Like, is her palate like that of a 3-year-old?
You don't like that?
I like better friends.
I like
You prefer French cheeses?
Yeah, why we don't do friends? Yeah.
You want me to enter friends?
Yeah.
I don't think I can. They're going to
This is like
catch me and
Ratatouille.
Do you want to skip
stop me
to
at the border
the
and
next
put me in jail.
course?
No, just make your
Yeah,
little.
yeah, next course. Next course, lads.
With your
Let's
little
move it along.
minute.
I made a whole video documenting the Aspic
Oh my
production
God.
process
That
so they
was
can see what
long.
it is.
It
It was
didn't
long.
even work.
Let's have a look
Did
at
it
it.
work? I don't know.
Aspic.
An aspic is a pate.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what aspic
assembly
is.
of meats.
Oh, look, she just spilled
Mama
pot.
Jeff starting with water. Adds some parsley, leeks.
Play that
thyme,
again, please.
carrots, celery.
Please.
And she drops.
An
She drops
aspic
like half
is
of
a
the liquid pot.
pate-like layered assembly of meats. Mama Jeff starting with water. Adds some parsley, leeks, thyme, carrots, celery.
the look she keeps giving to the camera of like she's unsure.
She's completely unsure of what she's doing. There's the hand there, crowd.
Cow.
He's probably just there telling her to put it in. Put it
Chicken
in pot.
carcass.
Oh god. Oh god.
The carcass. Here we go. The carcass.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No.
Oh.
She's so unsure. So what is this? Like a stew?
Look how dirty
Are they making
the
a
stove
stew?
is. Look at how dirty the stove is, man.
Mama Jeff goes back to the table.
The rock
Meat
it
grinding,
says
lean
that
pork,
she's
lean beef, and pork belly.
Oh god.
Oh, this looks rag.
And we
This
are
looks
just
awful.
another
Oh
great
my god.
What is going on? This is like something out of Hostel.
Look at the mess everywhere. Look how everything is just lying everywhere.
Oh,
Like I'm not being overly cleanly here, am I?
Mama Jeff spicing
Look
her
at
meat
filthy-
trifecta with salt, pepper, and allspice.
Oh my god.
this is where the courses get really fucked
Adds
up.
garlic, fresh herbs.
We
and
start
reduced
getting into
pork
like
wine.
the abomination of
Why-
desolation here, lads.
Again, why boil
Like the
water in
spoon
a
is black.
fucking pan?
The wooden spoon is black.
Again, why boil water in a fucking pan? Who does that?
Well, she's reducing the wine, crowd. I think that's what it's called. They're reducing the wine.
Okay.
You know?
I hope that you're right. Look
But
at
just the way you
Yeah.
pause this image, she looks like a
You can see the
transcendental being.
You can see the
I glow! I glow!
Okay. I'm sorry for pausing. I'll continue.
Of the
I
darkened
glow.
chicken hen. She adds eggs.
She adds the egg.
She puts gloves on.
Mama Jeff marinating pieces of meat and brandy.
This must have taken
Breaking
hours.
new grounds.
You know?
Shout out to Arlie Morenstein. Is Epic Mealtime even still on? I don't know. I don't have time to check.
She's just changed clothes.
No.
Mama Jeff layering the
hasn't.
Is this the
aspic
next
lean
day?
meat.
No, she hasn't. She's wearing a sweater beneath. You can still see the same dress.
Ah, okay, there we go.
can't-
There we go. It must have gotten cold. It must have been cold.
Yeah.
Ham, pork belly, and all sorts of other things.
I don't even know what this is. Like, I've completely lost track of what's
This
in
is
it.
like an abomination, man.
Well, I've completely lost track of what ingredients are
What in
actually
the
in this
oven?
and the method of making it. That's a shepherd's pie, right? Or a lasagna, right? Like, I'm lost. What has she just made? I'm trying to relate it to things I know.
Oh god. Oh god.
What?
Once cooked, Mama
Let's
Jeff
see this.
finishes.
Let's see this again.
Even Kraut is knocked sick by this.
Oh my god.
Like, what is
God.
going on?
I want to see
Pouring
this
like
part again.
green soap.
This looks like sewage.
What is this?
It looks like sewage.
Is it flubber? Is it flubber? Has she
Look at
made
this.
flubber?
Look at this.
Oh, what is that? What is this? Oh my god.
This looks like sewage. That's sewage.
She's made flubber. Robin Williams and flubber together.
I need to see this part again with the sewage. That's just like...
What is happening? So joy.
It doesn't.
Once cooked, Mama Jeff finishes with a
Good
port wine
God.
gelatin wrap from the boiled bones.
Gelatin.
From the boiled bones. So she's making gelatin.
Oh.
Yum.
Yum. Oh, sewage. Frozen sewage.
You see this?
Oh
YouTube's
my
just
God.
said this is like a
Oh
witch's
my God, look
cauldron.
at this
Oh, what
jelly entity.
Oh my goodness.
What the fuck is that?
It's
Is that
shaking like
What on
like
earth?
like the
And you like the
What?
club.
Like
Okay,
the ship at the
guys,
beginning
pause
of
it, pause it.
Fortnite.
What?
What are we gonna rate this out of 10? What are
This
we
is a
rating?
0. This is a full 0. This is bone jelly. They've made bone jelly. I would not eat the bone jelly, nor would I eat the bone broth.
This is the most unappetizing thing I think I may have ever seen.
This is terrible.
I'm not kidding. Like that.
What? Who is going to eat that much gelatin? Like, who on earth can eat that much gelatin? It'll make you sick.
Oh God!
Am I wrong? Like, am I out of my mind here?
No.
Is this like real culinary cuisine they're serving up, or am I just out of my mind?
You're absolutely not out of your mind. Jesus.
Is JF gonna eat the whole thing?
Like, that's fucking crazy. That's massive.
I need to look this up now. I need to know if this is really what an aspic.
So aspic, I think it's called.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, when
oh
I
my
first read the
God.
title, I thought it was Nick
Look at
Fuentes.
what it actually looks like. It's just completely different. Just oh my God.
So can the audience see what this
no,
is?
I'll put it here. Look.
So look at this.
Look
It's
at this.
night and day.
Look at
It's
how
night and day.
this is.
Look at this and compare it to this.
This is what we should have had, you know? This is what you could have won,
This
ladies
is-
and gentlemen.
This is just the texture of it as well. Like this looks like sewage, frozen a frozen block of sewage. Oh my God! Oh my God! No.
I'm literally just spit shit out of my mouth. Like this is crazy. Like just laugh.
I'd eat like any number of them thumbnails that have just been presented by Crowd. Like all of those look somewhat appetizing, but this looks terrible. It's not even like shaped right. It's like sloped one way. Can you see this?
A brick of shit.
It's like an angle.
It's just
And there's
shit.
all bubbles and shit in it. There's no.
Isn't this?
Look at it. Look at the texture of the side of it with like the little indents in it.
It's
Like,
like isn't
go on,
this,
Crowd,
isn't
go
this what caused BSE? You know, grinding up animal remains and feeding them back to cows. Isn't that just?
Do you think those dents are where she tried to eat it before while she was carrying the plate? She was trying to eat it before she gave it to JF.
You can see.
This is a situation where like,
maybe she gnawed off some parts here. Can you see that? Maybe someone just.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like teeth marks.
Oh God.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Carrying
What?
people who are jumping down Fortnite. It's like they're ready to jump in a parachute. My God. So
No,
that
tell me
is
not
a
to eat that.
meat-based,
I want to see him eat that.
There's no way.
jelly
There's no
entity.
way. This is a bush tucker
Now,
trial.
you think that it's your first time doing it. You've never cut through this.
No.
So we don't know what will happen. I'm gonna have to the table because I don't know how much energy will be released once you cut through it. I mean, there's pork belly in there, bacon, slices of meat. Will it even be cuttable? I have no idea.
Will it even be cuttable, JF is saying?
It's an
JF
adventure.
is making
I'm
the
gonna
bet.
hold
Will
the
it even
table
be
with my
cuttable?
hand.
That is the
If you are
wager.
ready, Mama JF, to slice the aspic.
What? Hey, you know what?
The
You
aspic.
look like
she's
the
got look on her
dinner
face
you
like
were
I don't know what I've
making,
made.
layers of meat.
She
Layers
doesn't know
of
what she's
meat.
made.
Epic meat.
I don't know what she's
Yes,
made.
yes. Oh my God. the
Arlie
crust.
Morin. Yes.
Oh, the French people are the real epic meal.
It reminds me
French
of the
people are the
ballistic
real
gel
epic
from
meal.
I
Mythbusters.
want to
That's
the
not
moment that they eat it. When did,
Because
here
the-
we go. Here.
So she's cutting it into it.
Oh, it's loading a little. Here we go.
Kraut's internet just died on him.
You
Yeah,
should
it's
go
not-
like this.
Like a cake. She's cutting it like a cake
No
here.
Oh
vegetable.
my god, this is. It's
Well,
not.
knife
there were
was
some
stuck.
vegetables
The knife is
involved
stuck
in the broth,
in the
jelly
gelatin.
making.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The gelatin was
I'm
there.
sorry,
You're
yeah.
sorry.
Jeez. What?
How are we, so now you've cut it. How are we
I don't
gonna
even
remove
know.
it?
I don't know.
Will it hold together? Or will it just fall?
This is funny though, isn't it?
Oh.
Isn't this
My
hilarious?
God.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh!
Okay,
Oh my god! It's holding together.
question. Pause this.
Oh.
You can't even. With a knife. How are you going to eat this with your teeth? You can't cut it with a knife, you know? Like, how are you going to eat this shit? Look at the inside of it. Look at the cross section. Look at the
It
cross
looks
section.
terrible. It looks awful.
Oh my god.
Like, this isn't even like an exaggeration when I say this is the most abominable thing I've ever seen.
This
Oh,
is
I'm
it
amazed
is.
that this is about to be put in someone's mouth and digested.
Like, we're running out of words to describe how fucking grotesque and wretched and desolate and just depraved this is. Like, this is the definition of degeneracy, isn't it? This is like,
Well, look, the poor woman doesn't know what she's done. She doesn't know where she is or how she got
what's
there.
next? Are we going to put ketchup on this thing? What's next?
Well,
What's-
I'd put something on it, right? Because it's going to be, I don't know what it'll be like, but I imagine it won't be nice. I imagine it'll be stodgy, right? There's all air bubbles in it.
It's
not
just
gonna
that
be
we
much-
know what it is
I'd be
made
like,
of.
Hi, pal. Who
We
fucking
know what it is
It's
made
just
of.
like-
Makes it so much worse. Seeing the bone broth and the ground up things and how she handled
bone.
everything.
This is like,
Broth.
up there with like the Rwandan genocide. In my opinion, like holy shit! Oh my
This is
god!
like
Well, let's see if
scooping
he
up
actually
roadkill.
eats it then. shall we?
Let's take a look.
Fucking crazy dude.
So we can see the layers
Oh.
of ham.
Oh my god.
Oh,
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 have
fuck.
mercy!
Oh
Have
my
mercy!
God.
Oh my
Beef
fucking-
with brandy
It's like
layers.
it's smiling. It's
All
like
of
it's
this
trying
is
to
filled with
smile.
Porto,
Ha- fucking
port wine.
Jesus!
Have you ever seen
holy
Basket
shit.
Case, ladies and gentlemen?
What
Yes.
the fuck?
It has the
Never
face from
seen
Basket
something
Case.
like
I
this.
swear to God, if JF
And is
eats
there's
that,
lean
I'm gonna.
pork also that
I'm
comes
like-
I will
from
personally
ground
super
pork.
chat
Oh,
JF
yeah,
and
they ground
Ninja
it,
Genie if
eh?
he eats.
Oh, he's taking
I
a lot of
wanted
time to eat
get
it.
But I pressed the rec button.
I'm
but
gonna.
it
What is
didn't
she doing?
Look, he's
She's-
taking a glass. Look how long is he
He's
now?
just-
God.
Oh, she's-
This
Bring
is
it
it.
back.
Just start slamming the wine
We
now.
have
You
to
know,
transfer
get yourself
this
prepared.
into some sort of
Glass.
slice structure.
The entire glass is gone.
Oh, look
What
at
are
her
we
holding
gonna
it.
do, yeah.
What are we gonna do? Well, it's your job.
After we need to eat it all.
We need to eat it all.
Jesus.
I think our job for this show is just to eat a single portion
Yeah,
of
just
each
want to
thing.
do it. Like I don't necessarily want to
Keep
eat.
going
By
with the
way,
wine,
have
JF.
you
Save
removed
yourself.
the lamb
He's
from
like
the
only
oven?
gonna eat a single portion.
The
He might have
lamb
one bite of it.
Maybe.
May-
JF is determined to get
I would
intoxicated
want them
as
to be
possible
burned.
before even taking a bite of this.
Okay, we go check.
I would
Okay,
never
bye.
die
Check
in
that. I'll be dealing with this thing here. I think I'm the man.
So
for
where
the
has she
job.
gone?
run away.
Let's try to.
She
Oh.
ran away.
He's eating it.
It's going to eat me.
Oh god.
It's going
The
to eat
lamb
me.
is out of the
No.
He eats this.
Look at
I
this.
am honest. Like on the verge of puking, and I'm
I think this is supposed to be translated.
Well, he's got a little bite here.
Because in
He's
the
got a little
I
bite
said-
of it.
Or I didn't remember it being
He's
this
picking it
bad.
up with his hands.
Oh, it gets much
You have
worse,
to-
PvP. I've seen this about 4 times, I think.
Why is he using his hands to pick it up? He has a fork. Jesus.
Well, he's going to pass her some, right? He's going to
He-
pass her some.
He enjoys infusing it with his sweat.
I think he's just picking it apart so he doesn't really have to pick the overly gross things and just the small gross things, like he's picking out the pieces of meat from in between.
Bones and like cartilage and fucking like cow eyeballs and like dung. Like
Pieces of fur, teeth, whatever you can find. Okay, I'll play.
Like this is the South Park episode where Cartman feeds the guy his chili made out of his parents, and you see the finger sticking out of it. That's what this is like.
Yeah.
This is fucked.
I'll keep playing so I can hear you puke over this.
Yeah.
But you told me, Jeff, can I boil them hard? I
No,
like
I was
boiling.
Like that, just boil it.
Oh my god!
So there we are, finally with a piece of the aspect
Oh my
on
god.
my
Oh.
head.
I'm scared. Oh, wow.
Oh shit!
I should just pick it up with her
Oh
fingers.
shit!
Oh my god.
Oh, look at her face. Oh, I'm not enjoying this one.
Because it's
I'm
unreal.
surprised.
This is terrible.
This is
Look
good.
at the shit is all over her fingers.
Well, he says it's good. He gets the JF seal of approval.
Oh, look at her face. Look at her face.
Jeff's
Look at her
loving
face.
this.
Look at her
Yeah, but
face.
there's
She's like,
there's
Oh my god. Look at her face. Look at her face. Look at her face. Just
I'm surprised.
she doesn't know
This
what's
is
going
good.
on.
look.
She
Look.
doesn't know what's happening.
Look. Look. Look.
Oh my god!
Look at her face.
This is
Ew.
No, but yeah. I removed some of the gelatinous part, but my god, this is impressive.
Yeah, that's good.
This is better than pate,
Impressive.
better than,
Impressive.
Terrain which you
It-
buy
it
at
is.
the grocery store.
Like, what does he expect
I
of
would
her?
eat a
Like,
whole
what
slice
is
of
her?
this
What is
between
his
pieces
expectations of
bread.
her? If that is
That's
impressive.
good.
It is complex in flavor.
It's part though, the part.
The part is coming out, the herbs. My god.
That's good.
Oh my god.
My
I
God,
thought
ladies
it-
and
it
gentlemen,
looks
my
like
God, he's going back for a
Yeah.
second helping.
No.
I mean, you look at
Don't
this.
do it.
It's
Second
like,
helping.
okay.
Help us, Christ!
And amassing of various layers of meat, but it's good.
I'm actually praying that Jesus goes back in time and makes. Oh, he ate it again. Time and makes. Oh, he ate it again. Oh, he ate. Yeah. He ate it again.
It's nectar. It's ambrosia, this.
Oh my god.
Crowd.
Mhm.
Crowd.
Oh,
This is
okay.
insane.
I'll skip to the next one. It's a bit too
How
much.
do you feel? How do you feel about that JF has consumed this? As low as JF brought you in life, you know, at least you didn't have to eat that. At least you didn't have to eat that.
Well,
Man, I think they feed prisoners in like the gulag better than that.
well, I don't know what to say. I don't usually watch his streams, so I don't know what he's up to. But I do find this rather amusing.
This is wretched. This is wretched. Crowd.
We're not even like halfway through.
This man has fallen so far from grace. You know, this is like.
Well, keep in mind, this was a year ago.
What makes this worse, by the way? What makes this worse, by the way, lads, is that this was Christmas dinner.
Mm-hmm.
This was what he ate for Christmas. This is what he ate for Christmas. The fucking bone broth.
This was the highlight of his year. I'm starting to doubt my belief in a loving God, you know, that allowed JF to consume this. Like, oh man.
We've got to carry on. We've got to carry
We
on.
have to press through.
Okay.
And for the duck too.
And for the duck too. Let's have a look at the card.
Oh, a Cornish hen with grape stuffed into its ass.
A grape stuffed Cornish hen cooked in beer. Prepare some grapes, garlic, and Mama JF stuffing meat trifecta.
He's cooking the
And insert into the
the
Cornish
poor
hen.
bird in beer.
Please some potatoes for the potatoes butter. Tie the Cornish hen so the
Do you reckon that?
stuffing does
How
not
nasty is
explode.
this beer going to be? Is it going to be like
Cornish hen
Carling or
with
Stella?
JF's
Stella Artois? You know,
Cover the hen
just the
with
cheapest
hot
form of
sauce.
lager
I just want to
possible.
point out to you that
In Canada, Stella is considered fancy, and they sell it in like champagne bottles.
No fucking way.
I'm serious. It's
No,
considered like
I
the
just-
highlight of all beers is Stella.
I just wanted to point out to you, they're doing that on that same board that they later ate the cheese from. Just stuffing that fucking chicken
Yeah.
around in it.
Yeah, all of this is completely unhygienic. You know. I don't expect any standards of cleanliness from these people.
Okay, let's continue.
Spice with salt and pepper. Add beer to the mix. Put in the oven for 1 to 2 hours. Once the potatoes are cooked, mash them in a 60% butter, 40% potato mix. Add salt and pepper and serve in small quantities.
Oh! Oh! Oh god! That looks terrible! What?
Alright, so we're talking
Staring
about
directly into the mouth of
bird,
madness.
Jeff is currently working on it, making sure that that everything is heated correctly, everything is plated correctly. Rika says, I don't like olive oil.
Are you aware what the beer was? Did you catch it?
Cornish hen with...
I think it was like Carlsberg.
No, it was Bud Light.
Was it Bud Light? No fucking way was it Bud Light. No way was it Bud Light. No way he cut the Cornish game hen in Bud Light.
It was
some of it went in the aspic, some of it went into the whole duck.
Oh fuck!
And some of it went.
I want to
into my Cornish hen. So it's a pretty spectacular burb, of course. It's a small.
So the poor Cornish game hen has been cooked in Bud Light. It's had grape stuff up its ass.
Yeah,
there it is.
You think the recipe of the girl?
To be honest, that looks all right. Doesn't that look okay? If it tastes of Bud Light, no, I might be. Somewhat trepidatious about eating it.
I think the skin is a little bit too light. Hasn't been in the oven long enough.
Yeah.
Look. Now, okay. Here's a nice picture. Look. This is what I expect a nice baked chicken to look like. Compare the colours. Or this image here.
No.
Just compare the colours. What is going on?
Yeah, it's not been cooked properly, has it?
No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
It's not fruit.
Oh god.
It needs to be in the oven for at least another 20 minutes. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Oh,
That's ratchet.
Here I am trying to be generous like Josh.
Do you want to see what they do with it, or should we skip to the next one?
Oh, we've got to see if it's pink. We've got to see if the actual chicken is red.
Okay.
JF eats
but I did
chicken.
my
Okay, let's
own
just
stuff.
a little bit of this. But kind of move on.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I've added beer
And grapes.
and grapes.
The girl on your show.
Oh,
And
yes, Sally
grapes!
Fallon. I
And
took
grapes!
the grapes from Sally Fallon, but really, it's my recipe, just inspired by all these women around.
I've
me.
added beer and
Sally
grapes.
Fallon, Julia Child. Now, I think you took my knife away, so I will have to use your knife.
Okay, I need to go.
So she ran away with the knife.
I'll be back.
How is he cutting the chicken? You might as well rip
So
it.
is it red? Is it pink? The pink chicken? Is he going to eat the pink chicken?
We can see the stuffing here that has cooked. Just retains a little pinky aspect to it. And
Pinky
then
No.
Oh.
The
the
pinky
leg,
aspect.
of course, still tied up to my little rope.
Oh my god.
Wait, did he say that about the stuffing or the meat?
I hope he said it about the stuffing. Do you want to check?
The pinky aspect.
That's like describing the mold as like a flavor. The nice rotting flavor. Yeah, it's just...
Here we are. We can see the stuffing here that has
Oh my
cooked.
God.
Just retains a little pinky aspect to it.
It's the
And then
stuffing.
we
It's the
have
stuffing. Thank
The
God.
leg,
Look at
of
him
course,
cutting into
still
it just
tied
randomly.
up to my little rope. Let's see if I can get it.
Listen, I don't know, boys. I've never had anything that was stuffed like a turkey that was pink. I don't.
There we go.
We
have a beautiful leg of
It doesn't look beautiful, does it?
Cornish hen. Mama
And he's- like,
maybe
oh,
to taste some of the
JF's in heaven here. It really is a night of cuisine
Let's
for
see.
JF.
all right. Fuck it. Go to the next course. This is
Taste break.
fucked.
Yeah.
He's eating a raw chicken.
This is fucked. It's
It's like all pink and shit. It's
dipshit. It's pink. It's
Oh, there we
fucked.
he's licking his fingers. It's that good.
Licking the salmonella. Licking the salmonella off.
Look, the
Slamming another glass.
Do you think they throw everything back into that vat when they're done and just mix it together? Okay. Let's see what he got next for us.
JF prepared. And then we might think about the kidneys and stuff.
The kidneys.
A duck.
Chestnut stuffed whole duck.
The
This sounds nice.
chestnut-stuffed whole duck. Mama JF starts by peeling the chestnuts. She prepares some broth along with the meat tripe.
I don't think that's what you're after, Crowd.
She will leave it up with.
Oh my god, this is good.
No, Crowd, leave that up and you can do that. Use that as a comparison. You know, it should look like this.
Yeah, okay. Oh my god.
And also cooking scab.
You're gonna have to show me, Crowd. I've gone off the video.
Why is
You know, we have the,
What is he doing?
we have the
with
number
mushrooms?
one.
You'll have to put the thing on Discord because I can't see it without.
Okay. What on
being
earth is
on
he
the call.
doing? Oh, sorry. What on earth is he doing
The
with the
video, yeah.
mushrooms? What on earth is he doing with the
Oh,
mushrooms
shit.
there?
What is
Wait, I'll
happening?
just-
Bring it back.
What?
What is
Mama JF.
There's a
Are
mushroom.
those mushrooms?
Yeah.
What? Wait, what?
I've never seen anyone cook mushrooms like that. Dude, those could light on fire.
Wait, what? He's cooking them on the actual griddle itself?
Yes.
What a savage!
You know that just burns the surface. It just burns the surface. The rest remains raw. That's all.
What a
I'm so
troll.
lost. I didn't even know you could do
What a
this.
troll.
This is her, though, isn't it? This isn't him. This is her.
This is the height of French
This
cuisine.
is her retardation here.
This is the height of French cuisine. I'd sooner fucking eat at Greg's, for fuck's sake. I'd sooner eat at Greg's. This is hell.
Okay, let's continue.
Someone says that's like putting tea in the kettle. Like putting the tea bag in the kettle. You know?
You know. Like, what happened?
I want to see what they do with the duck, because I've made Christmas duck before. I know how to make it.
This while I grill some mushrooms for presentation.
This is seriously
Yeah,
fun.
keeps
I didn't even know you
going.
could cook like this.
Nobody did.
He's got a retard lip.
No. Why? Why? That's not how you make a
Why?
duck. That's not how you make a fucking duck. No. Wait.
It's filthy. The entire oven is filthy.
Oh my
She hasn't even turned off the oven ring. Can you see that? It's
Look.
still on.
He's not. They're not baking the duck. They're boiling it. They're basically.
They're
boiling-
roasting the duck.
No, they're not roasting it. They're
It's being
boiling it.
roast-
They're boiling the duck. Okay, what are these metal things called? We call them Rost in German. The metal bars inside the oven.
I don't know. I always call them a griddle, but they're
Okay.
like a.
So what you do with a
They're
duck
the
is
heating ring, aren't they?
what you do with a duck is you pierce holes, small holes into the skin, and then you put it on the griddle and let it bake for a while. And what happens is the fat in the duck goes out. You know, it heats up and it flows out of the duck and it drips down beneath. And what you do beneath, you put in a little vat or a little pan and you collect the fat. Why would you collect the duck fat? Well, fry the potatoes in duck fat. It's the single most delicious fucking thing there is. You collect the fat from the duck and you fry the potatoes. This is an abomination. You're boiling the fucking duck. They're boiling the duck. What the
They're
fuck?
boiling it in the oven.
Boiling the duck in the oven, crowd. This is how. Like, this.
Kraut is just completely sickened. Kraut cannot believe what he's watching.
It's a waste of a duck.
We've all seen it. We've all seen this before, but it's worse a second time.
Let's continue. Let's continue.
She hasn't even turned off the ring. Can you see that? She hasn't even turned off the ring. Like, it's still on. She'll burn the house down by doing that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the duck looks like it's. Oh god.
The duck looks like it's screaming from beyond the grave.
It looks like it's squeezing a turd.
This
out
duck
of
was
it.
on a farm, you know what I mean? Having a great life.
Look, it
and then
looks
this
like it's
happened to it.
squeezing a turd out of it, and just the discoloration and everything. It's just oh god.
So, just tell me, what is that milk she's put in it then? Is that milk?
It's probably
But
some
what is the
sauce.
liquid?
It's probably some sauce, but the thing is, you're supposed to cook the sauce separately and then pour it onto the duck. The duck itself should just be nicely roasted through, and you stuff something inside it, like the French put orange in it. I don't know what the fuck they stuffed.
Well,
it
she's
with.
put chestnuts in this, hasn't she?
Okay,
Chestnut stuffed
chestnuts.
roast duck.
Yeah. Well, I prefer using an orange. Nice little orange gives it a nice fruity flavour. The meat gets a nice fruity flavour. And
People in chat are saying the duck looks like a human corpse.
it looks like a fetus, like a human fetus. Boiled fetus.
Holy.
Oh.
A nice, yummy
Oh my-
abortion. Jesus Christ. Oh, let's play.
She hasn't even turned off the ring. Like, she's gonna burn the house down by doing it.
It's gonna burn down.
Have you just replayed this, Crowd?
No,
Do you keep replaying the same bit? Or...
I haven't. They're playing the same clip.
So they've replayed it 3 times, or?
Yeah.
What?
What?
So, I mean, because I keep thinking you're skipping back, but this is the third time this has been replayed now.
Skip back, but no,
Did Jeff probably was editing this together?
Yeah, JF edited this together. Okay.
This music, though, is fucking excellent.
Alright, Mama JF, you have deployed some work. Now you keep going
JF
out
slurring
with
his
my knives.
words
I don't
now.
have any more knives left. You stole 2
His
of my
nose
knives.
is numb. He's
Would it be
fucked. Look at
possible
this
for
guy.
you to go grab it?
Fuck.
So we
We're
have,
already at a stage where we've never seen JF this
started
drunk,
with,
but it'll only get worse from
a
here on
little
out.
plate of our mashed potatoes here.
What? Was that mashed
60%
potato?
Butter,
Yeah,
40%
but it looked like just
Looked like rice.
it looked like a
Oh my
mashed
God.
up
Looked like rice.
potato.
So 60%
It looks rad.
butter, 40% potato.
Okay, but wait, look. We need to show it to them.
Careful, don't burn yourself. Alright.
Oh,
A full
God.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Let's take a look at a real chestnut
What?
duck.
What is that?
It's cremated. It's been cremated.
It looks like Dagobah. It looks like
to show us what it's supposed to look like, by the way.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
So this is what it's supposed to be.
Chestnut duck.
It's supposed to look
This
like.
is
yeah.
what it's supposed to look like right there. And it doesn't look like that at all. Look at it. Just compare it.
It looks like it's been through the crematorium at Auschwitz.
That is definitely like being overcooked. Would you agree, Kraut? Not the chestnut duck, but the actual duck.
Can you see the slime dripping off? Can you see the slime? What looks like slime there. What that is basically, like I told you before, you're supposed to pierce holes into the duck and let the fat basically drool out of it while it heats. This has been boiling and sitting and getting, mushed up in its own fucking fat. Like,
The fat's going to be congealed, and like when you bite into it, it's going to be like a full mouth of fat.
Well, I'm glad we're joined by culinary chef Kraut tonight.
Can you see the slime? What looks like slime there. What that is basically, like I told you before, you're supposed to pierce holes into the duck and let the fat basically drool out of it while it heats. This has been boiling and sitting and getting, mushed up in its own fucking fat. Like,
The fat's going to be congealed, and like when you bite into it, it's going to be like a full mouth of fat.
Well, I'm glad we're joined by culinary chef Kraut tonight,
I'm not culinary
giving us
chef.
all the expert lowdown
I'm
on
not
all of the
cul-
recipes
I'm not
that
a
are
Kraut,
culinary
lectured by Mama
when are
Jo.
we going to get cooking with Kraut? When are we going to
I
get
can
this?
do that for you, but right now I'm looking for actual images of chestnut stuffed duck, and the comparison, if you have it image to image, is just jarring. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the comparison.
Look at it's
Look.
night and day. It's night and day.
And this is what I told you. This is when you fry the potatoes in duck fat. Look at how delicious.
Burn the shit out.
That duck looks real fucking bad, man.
Yeah.
That looks terrible. It looks like it's already been eaten.
Yeah, it does. Like the bones sticking out of the end of it, like here and there, like they're just bad. Like, oh my fuck!
It doesn't look like a duck. It looks like something they grabbed from the side of the road, doesn't it?
Kraut's given us this lecture on how you're supposed to correctly make duck
Dude,
surfer?
it's not rocket science how to make a duck. My mum showed me how to make duck during Christmas, and I've carried on that recipe ever since. And it's not really a recipe; it's just basic. You pierce some holes in the skin and let the fat drop out during the roasting. It's just this is just pathetic. Ugh, gross.
Let's go. Let's carry on. Let's see them try and cut this.
Here,
Oh shit.
in its own broth. Beautiful.
Oh, God.
See it
You
good.
cannot see it good. Well,
It just looks like a
Almost
skeleton at this
dropped it all
point.
on your
now, if
keyboard.
you don't mind, check my table.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a piece out of this deck.
Oh, did you see the video? Oh my, with the chestnut and everything. Wow.
Yeah.
Because I never eat a chestnut before, and then it was like so hard to peel. It took me like 1 hour, and then I realized that chestnut is
It took an hour to peel a
Now,
God,
chestnut.
look
nice
how pink it is.
piece of breast here,
Look how pink it is. Oh my god.
and we can.
Then you need to take the stuffing. Take the stuffing. Oh, you want a spoon? I'll go
Maybe
take a spoon.
go get a spoon, yeah.
But take
And
the
I'll cut
stuffing.
out some of the stuffing also. Let's cut out some of the stuffing.
Oh, fuck.
I was going
This
to
is
say
pretty bad.
it looks like a gun.
Delicious.
I think this is worse than the fucking gelatin jelly we had just.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's nowhere
No, this
near.
is like this is like he's eating from a skeleton.
Oh, in there.
Look at it. It looks like the gunt. It
Grab
looks
them
like
Grabbed by the pussy.
it's just grizzled flesh.
And then I guess we can,
This is awful.
Oh my
can put
God.
some of the juice
Yeah,
on.
oh my, I really
Oh,
have to do this.
oh,
like all
God.
the French meat and everything.
The juice.
Because before that, oh my God, I spent 5 years, okay, I don't know, I was in like a cult, okay? I was
What?
like, no.
What is she saying?
Meat is the animal. There's
I don't understand a
suffering.
word
I
of this.
Suffering in my body. You know what I mean? No, it was crazy because I had 2 boyfriends who were vegan, like vegetarian vegan, and they were like, you need to be vegan.
So I'm having a taste at the stuffing.
Mm.
Oh my God, they brainwashed me.
She's
It's
disgusted.
chestnut,
Did
And
she
eating it.
stuffing?
Like when she put her
don't
hand
think
like
it's
on her
the chest.
palm there, like it was a moment of like defeat and somber
Disintegrated.
self-reflection.
Look, here's one. Here's one.
Okay, I gotta pick a chestnut.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
God.
that-
Nice.
Oh god.
Wow, that's so good.
Mm. It's
This is
hard to
fucking
explain
brave
what
of
it
Jeff.
tastes.
It's like a potato.
she goes
It's like
that
a potato,
good.
and it's very meaty. It tastes like meat. Now, let's get a piece of that breast.
It tastes like
That's so
meat.
good, man.
What is it
And
supposed
then-
to taste like?
Yeah, so what I was, I think I was vegetarian and I was like, it's good.
Oh my god!
What are
it's all
these
very
stories
good.
she's telling?
Wow.
This
Like, what is
is
this?
Miss Julia Child.
Miss Julia Child
Yes.
knows what she's doing.
Julia
I'm gonna
Child.
eat more of it.
Oh my.
So Jeb's been like picking this with like a fork, and she's just going at it with her hands and shit. You know,
It's so good.
she's not allowed a
With a
knife and fork anymore
Mm.
because she keeps running away with them.
Yeah, and then yeah, I was missing this for 5 years because my boyfriends, they were like, one of the boyfriend, he brainwashed me.
Jeff
And not
really
because
getting
my
stuck
other
into this, isn't
my
it?
other boyfriend was like, you cannot be
Like
my
she's
girlfriend if
about
you're
her
not vegetarian.
boyfriends.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, I know they were torturing me. And
I got it.
They were
after- oh, yeah, I
torturing her?
left my
What?
life, like,
The boyfriends were
one time I had
torturing her?
a
Did you hear
jet
this?
ski, and the
Alright.
guy, he made
What?
the horse
What?
tartar, and he was like, okay, you need to taste the tartar, you know, so you know what it tastes like, so you can do it right.
So you had to prepare horse tartar as part of your work.
Yes, and I was like, no, I don't want to taste it. This doesn't go in my bed.
So now he's on white wine.
Oh my god! I was like, the guy he just fired me. I was like, look, you need to eat it, like. You know, I was just losing my life, and I wanted to say, oh yeah, I did.
Do you want to?
We've got to go to the next course because this is mental.
What is?
She just keeps going with the retarded stories.
Yeah.
So this next course
It's funny when you hear it once, but the second time
Another guest
wait.
of honor at
I didn't see what it was. I would like to look up
To
what it's
go.
supposed to look like.
prepare the service of the lamb rib chops, and also put
Lamb
on
rib
a
chops?
iron pan the 3-month-old ribeye steak.
Oh yeah.
Ribeye
For
steak.
1 minute on each side, 2 minutes on each side, whatever is needed, with some beefsteak Montreal spices.
Oh my god. Okay.
You can do that.
Yeah.
And while you do
You
that,
can do it,
can
Mama
show
Jeff.
them
You can do it. We
a
believe
little
in you.
description of
We
the
We
believe.
What is
believe.
it?
We believe in
She's
Santa
just sticking her tongue out like.
Yeah. Wait, lamb rib.
There we go. It's the lamb rib.
Lamb rib chops.
Before we go, I'm just going to Google the image, just to see sorry.
Lamb rib.
Rib. Fuck. Sorry. Lamb rib chops. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Another
You can't
guest
fuck
of
this up,
honor
can you?
at our
Surely.
main plate will be the
How can you
lamb
fuck this
rib
stuff?
chop, sourced from local farmers.
This is
These
idiot
chops have a
proof.
high amount of fat, so they will need
You
to be
can't fuck
seared and cooked in the oven for about 30 minutes. Salt and pepper before searing will allow them to develop a tasty crust. And red wine sauce with fresh mint will add a fresh flavor to their deep.
I like how he talked it like it was a piece of garbage.
That's it. They don't show the cooking. They don't even show the cooking.
Alright, so that was a description
You
of
can't fuck that up though, can
the
you? Surely to
lamb
God.
chops, and now have a look at this 3-month-old, extremely moldy
What?
ribeye
What was he
steak.
saying?
3-month dry aged ribeye
Tonight, the
steak.
Oh,
guest
so it's a
honor
selection of
our
things,
main
is it, that
meal
he's-
is 3-month-old aged ribeye steak.
That looks quite
The
nice.
steak has been
Yeah.
kept within the
He
full
spent a bit on
ribeye
that,
muscle,
as JF.
as it was
A few of the
aged
super
in
chats have gone on that.
refrigerated conditions by a local butcher. Notice the dark aspect of highly
Super
dry
chat, you think
areas
that's worse?
on the border of the steak, which shows that it was cut after aging. Notice also the development of white molds on the surface, which have
The black
enveloped the
molds?
steak, providing it
Do you remember that just half an hour ago, I described to you how you could just as well embellish a description of mold? And I did it as comedy, and here he is embellishing the description of mold. God.
Well, it's the black mold aged ribeye steak there.
with a unique taste. The ribeye will just
With
be
the unique
simmered
taste.
for a few minutes.
There'll be a
The unique
Basic
black mold taste.
steak spices. No need for a sauce on this one. As accompaniment, we'll be putting thick slices of oyster mushrooms grilled on the oven element. This is an exceptional piece of meat that was obtained from a butcher who people are saying it's frozen. I think you guys are reacting to the place where I have pause the ribeye steak so you can see the side. Hopefully you guys are receiving me okay right now. It is a ribeye steak that Mama Jeff is currently working on. Actually, she's bringing it here. So, Mama Jeff, how do you approach that kind of steak? Do you think you have what it takes to cook this? Personally, I've never cooked a steak of that quality.
Yeah, it's like
This is
Do you reckon she's going to
90
wash her
days
hands
aged.
while she's handling this raw meat?
Have a look at the side here.
No, he's not going to wash his hands, is
Absolutely
he?
dry,
No.
like cheese. Look at this. This is mold. And this is indicative when you study the difference between this side and this side. You realize just how dry it has been before it got chopped. Now, Mama JF, the ideal way to handle this is put it on an iron pan with butter and
So he's just going to
beefsteak,
stroke his
Montreal
face
steak,
and handle all of his equipment with
beefsteak
the raw meat.
Yeah.
Look at this!
spices, Montreal
What is
The
he
raw
doing?
meat germs all over his face.
so we can eat it.
Oh my God,
Oh,
help
bake the
us!
whole thing and we can heat it tomorrow.
No, you're gonna waste it.
You were gonna waste it?
Yeah. Hey, everybody, we're gonna have food to eat tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, whether you cook it or not, we're gonna be able to eat it tomorrow. You know, go how you feel, but
Literal moldy
all
steak.
right. John Sect says
Merry
Jeff is the
Christmas.
human race
Why
fuck
did
because we're
You get the
egotistical,
handle-
selfish, and only see things from our own
Listen,
perspective.
Merry fucking Christmas. Joy to the world, the moldy steak.
But there's no actual cooking or eating here. Like, I'm trying to find the moment that they actually serve.
Where, like, are they cooking anything else on this
Maybe
show?
they don't cook it. Maybe they don't cook it. Maybe they just eat it raw.
If Jeff eats that raw, I don't know what I'm going to have to do. I just don't know.
Well, at this point, would you be surprised?
I don't know. Jeff's going to have to get at least one more bottle of wine into him before he gets that fucking desperate. You'd hope. Like, where is the cooking? Is the cooking over? Did we go through all 13 courses of hell?
No,
Here's
there's
the
more
presentation.
cooking.
Here's the presentation of the lamb chops.
There's
A
puddings to
specialized
come yet.
hipster place. So what do we have coming here?
We're gonna have so much food to eat.
Oh
this
my
week.
god, we have the 3 different meats here. So we have our oyster mushrooms.
Looks like a condom.
We have the lamb kidneys. We have the lamb chops.
Okay. Okay.
What's on it? Is that caviar or
They,
like, what's he put on the lamb chop?
I don't know. I just got an image of lamb chops here. So. Okay, let's.
To be fair though, like he smothered it in something. Is it like a cranberry sauce or something? Like he's smothered it in something, but we don't know.
Something.
So we can't really see if he's actually cooked the lamb properly.
Lamb kidneys. The
lamb kidneys.
Yeah, they looked black in his. Here's what they actually
Yeah.
look like. So. Okay.
Yeah, the lamb
With
kidneys.
some red wine sauce. and we have the spectacular ribeye that Mama JF just cooked.
The moldy, overcooked steak there.
And he holds it up with his fucking bare hand again.
That's already got the raw juice all over it. You know what I mean? The
But like
blood. The
is
old
he gonna
raw.
eat it with his bare hands, like, and rip it off with his teeth like a bear? Whoa, Captain!
This is
Oh my
crazy.
god, Mama JF.
This
what
is
have you
mental.
done? What have you done?
He's licking his fingers
Let's have
that
a
have been handling raw meat.
Let's first
That he's not even
the
washed.
lamb kidney. A
how
piece of
black it
lamb
is.
kidney.
Oh, that is blackened.
It's
A
been
blackened
boiled
lamb
in
kidney.
vinegar, white wine, red wine vinegar,
Oh, fuck.
chicken broth.
This is the worst thing he's going to eat so far.
This is
Oh,
hell.
shit. Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
What course is this? The 10th course?
There's no way you should be, like,
Extremely
chewing
rich.
on a lamb kidney like this,
Much
you know?
richer than the beef kidney.
Oh.
It falls in your mouth and crumbles like a cheese. The lamb kidney
Crumbles
is pretty
'cause it's cremated.
spectacular.
Yeah.
Because it's
Let's have
cremated.
our-
Like last time you bought the fucking beef kidney.
I always buy beef kidney.
Oh my
Whenever we
God.
go
It's
to
big
town,
like this. It's fucking scary. I'm like, what?
we have our oyster mushroom that have been cooked directly on the oven element.
I just want to look what oyster mushrooms look like. Finally.
Well, he's cooked it directly on the oven. Did you hear that?
Yeah, but that
He's
That
cooked the
isn't-
mushroom directly on the
isn't-
oven. Again.
Is like Surfer cooks those mushrooms and they don't look like that.
Well, he's cooked them directly on the oven griddle, you know, on the ring.
and that just burns the
Well,
surface. It-
On the
They've
burner,
just
like
been laid on top of the ring.
what?
okay. There's various different images for it. Like, look.
That's probably closest to what you're going to get, right? Well,
Madness. Madness.
oh, God.
Oh yeah, you showed it.
Yeah, I showed it in
Oh,
video.
you're crazy. You never do crazy stuff like this with me. What? Directly on the on the thing.
Is she not allowed to eat it then? Or
Say
what?
this
Like,
on
is he letting her eat tonight?
I would like to
I think
do
she
this.
doesn't want to. Oh wait, she's grabbing herself.
No.
She doesn't want to.
This
She's afraid of
is the
what she's
kiss of
made.
res-
She's not even allowed like a knife and
Mama J,
fork
what do you think
Look, she's
about
because
putting
it's
it
not
back.
safe in her hands.
Did you
Did
just
it
see
go
that?
well?
Did you just see that?
A little bit too much.
She grabbed a bit.
She's putting it back. She's eating stuff and then putting it back.
Yeah.
She eats half of it and then just puts it back in the bowl.
Yeah.
So he's going to eat the moldy
I
steak
will tell you
now.
what, it looks juicy.
Yeah?
Yes. It looks juicy and fat. Do you want a piece of it?
And moldy.
There you go. It is still rare by your cooking.
She's not
We can
liking
see
these
Pinky,
kidneys. She's put it back
you
again.
are correct.
Put it
Too
again.
much.
That looks fucking
No, but
hideous.
it
That looks
could be
fucking
more
gnarled
pink,
and
but
grisly.
You
That's full of
don't
like gristle.
lose
Can you
much
see
of
that?
the pink, and given that it's 90 years old,
That is
we may
gristly
have
as
the
fuck.
full pink here.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's shambolic, boys.
That
is shit.
Just gristle. Oh fuck.
Okay, let's continue.
Imagine a 90-year-old.
So let's try it.
I'm not good.
Let's
with it.
not.
You shouldn't have to chew it this
My
much.
God,
Sure.
this is good, Mama Jeff,
Shouldn't they?
don't you think?
Yeah, that's
Like,
good.
Holy shit.
Doing this.
The fat part. This is better than
Jeff's
any
loving
rib I
this.
have ever
Yeah,
tasted.
very good.
Look at this.
This is the best steak JF has
90
ever tasted.
90 days.
Like the texture is nice too.
It's covered in black
Oh.
mold,
This
but
isn't
it's the best
sham-
steak he's ever tasted.
Just
Wow, that's
utter
good.
shambles.
Yeah. It's coated in black mold.
He just, I think he
He's
just.
pulling the mold out of his teeth.
No, I
There,
think he's
look.
pulling a
He's
bone
pulling the
out.
mold out of his teeth.
I
That's
think
stuck.
he's pulling a bone out. Actually. Just
Well, it'll be gristle, surely. Like, is it gristle? He's trying to. Yeah, it's gristle. Yeah, fuck.
No, for real, it's good.
Wow.
But even the texture is better.
Wow. It is.
Wow. That's my reaction to
It's
wow.
like the time has worked
It's terrible.
through the fat. And you didn't
Oh,
need to cook the
man.
fat much for it to be good.
I wish my coach himself had joined us.
Holy shit.
I was
Well, we tried with Coach, but
Salt. Barely needed.
you know, if
it.
Gonzalo was here right now, he would be defending
Another piece
this
of it.
meal.
mm-hmm.
This JF.
Wow,
That's
the
for-
merge
well, Coach
between
he's
the
like
fatty
insects, doesn't he?
I wish Coach was here to try and defend this. You know,
Coach eats literal insects, like cockroaches and shit, you know?
does he really? You're full of shit.
Yeah. He does.
You're so full of shit. What did he tell you this?
There's no way to do
Cockroaches.
stuff
Get it?
than to just let it rot. 3 months. Just. Oh.
Was this in between him telling you that you had betrayed him and you were a piece of shit, or what? You betrayed me, grandson.
We better carry on with this fucking
Okay.
bit.
Oh,
Next
We're
recipe.
nearly at the end now.
has
Papa
prepared,
Coach.
and she's going to be bringing it to
Flambe.
Flambe cherry pie. So we're reaching the end now. We're on the pudding course.
Let's take a look what a flambe cherry pie looks like.
You can't really fuck this up, can you? Unless they burn the pastry. Did you see that? Jeff's the first image when you type in flambe cherry pie. You see that?
Flambe
Mama
cherry
JF is there holding
Mama
a pie.
Jeff starts mixing the butter into the flour.
Oh, the music's actually louder now than it. Be.
Look, they're doing it on the same fucking board again. Like chicken.
Yeah, with all the like turkey liver in the raw.
I just gotta ask chat. Press 1 if you believe they've washed the cutting board in between each session. Press 2 if they've not. You know, like, what do you guys think? Do you think they've washed it in between each use?
2s.
Yeah, there's an ocean of 2s. Just so many 2s.
There's 2 the option where they've not washed it.
PP Poomer has hit 1. He says JF is an intellectual. Fuck.
Okay.
The omniverse of 2s. All right, let's move on. Moving on. Oh, man.
This is just standard pastry making, right? You can't fuck this up.
No, you really can't.
Right.
Mama JF mixing cherries with sugar and alcohol. Dangerous mix.
Like, how much booze did they put in all of these meals? You know, we've gotten through at least 5 bottles of something. Every meal has had some sort of booze added to it. Even the chicken, even the what was it? The duck had Bud Light drenched all over it. You know.
What is this?
Why leave that segment in there?
Even more in-depth documentation of the custard production process.
Oh. Wait, what? That custard's burnt. That is burnt custard.
Odlinson, they fucked it up.
That is fucking burnt. That is burnt custard.
They burned the custard. You know,
Look at this. It's like scrambled egg. The custard.
Teletubbies can make custard, buddy. Even the Teletubbies can make custard. So.
Fucking scrambled egg she's just made. Oh.
Sprinkling of
No,
the
I've
powdered
never
sugar for
seen
maximum
custard in the
caramelization.
pie.
Maximal
Usually custard goes on top of the pie, doesn't it? Like afterwards to be served.
pop in the oven.
But I could be wrong here. I've not had a flambé cherry pie before. Oh. I know they're supposed to be black cherries, but I just imagine they're all rotten. Oh.
A finished product. Which
God. Oh, fuck. That is that's not even cooked right, really, is it?
I don't know, but
I mean, what?
as you said,
It still looks a bit raw. I don't know. That doesn't look like a flambé cherry pie to me.
well, look,
You know?
look, here's the one that she made. It's literally when you Google it, you see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Compare it with the other ones.
But there should be like a goldenness to the pastry, right?
well, the other
like
ones
there
are
is on every other image.
completely different. There's like far more work into
Well,
it. There's
that one there, that one you're hovering over there now.
This
Yeah,
one?
that is what she's supposed to have just made, right?
I think there's a
Yeah.
yeah, and compare.
So if you show the audience what this is what JF could have won.
What a difference.
Like, why is it green? Why is it green?
Boys, this looks like the pizza from not Hell's Kitchen, but Kitchen Nightmares. You know the pizza that Chef Ramsay, like, picks it up? And, like,
Oh, and he threw it on the ground.
You know? Like, look. Oh, my God. It's just greasy and, like, coagulated. There's, like, some sort of gel on the top.
Why is it green? It's like a snot pie or something.
But also, I think they put far too much sugar in it. Like,
Guys,
Yeah,
I
100%.
want everybody to remember in chat, Godwinson said they can't fuck this up, can they? There's
My
no
bad.
way.
Look, I'll hold my
There's
hands
no
up and
way.
apologise.
There's no way they can fuck that up.
So
hey,
this is what
Godwinson.
it's supposed to look like. Yeah, show them that crap. This is what it's supposed to
no,
look
no,
like.
oh, sorry.
Oh.
Browser.
Yeah, he's done it. He showed them.
No, has he showed them the? Oh
The-
fuck! Kraut's computer's
Put it
spazzing
on
out.
screen no matter what. Oh, it's just wild.
no,
it's
wait.
just wild.
The one here now. Yeah.
This
yeah.
one. This one. You wanted to see this one.
Yeah.
Um,
So that's what we're supposed to be looking at.
It's nowhere fucking near close. Nowhere fucking near.
This is exactly what it's supposed to be, but
there's too much sugar in it, isn't there? Too much sugar. It's just
yeah, there's way too much
It
sugar,
doesn't-
and it's not properly cooked. I don't know what she's made, but it's not what it's
Somebody
supposed
said
to.
it's a black olive pizza. It does. It looks like a fucking black olive pizza. My life.
no. You're right. You're completely right.
Said that.
But
No.
And it's you can see as well on the edge, on the rim, it's burnt,
Yeah.
like it's blackened on the edges.
yeah.
Like the rim of the pie is just burnt to fuck.
Yeah. And they're setting it on fire.
Right, let's
Help us,
see how this goes. Maybe she's gonna put cream on it. You don't know. This music every time kills me. Every single time.
It's incredible.
We have enough.
He's so drunk.
We have enough.
He's so
carburant
plastered.
in this entire.
He can't
house
see.
to make the city
He's that
explode.
drunk he can't see.
Oh my
A
god.
lot of people don't know.
This
that
poor
alcohol,
guy.
the
This
thing
poor
that
man.
makes us drunk is also
Fire!
a source for
Oh
fire.
my, really? That's why.
Carburant. Technically, there's not much difference.
He's had
between
like
the
10 bottles of
alcohol with
wine.
which we heat our house and the one we drink.
Oh, we could. Oh,
get
you
drunk.
thinking what I'm
We
thinking?
could switch.
Oh, we could switch.
Careful, don't do it, my Jeff. Don't do it.
Oh my
So
god.
Jeff's just telling her not to set the house on
chemically,
fire.
those are very
You hear that?
close molecules.
Don't set the house on
That's why
fire,
you
Mama
can
Jeff.
have
He was
alcohol catch
moving
fire,
there. It was so
and you
erratic and
can-
strange.
Well, you can, at
Whoa.
some risk to your health, be
Put
drunk
fire
from
into
gas. Just saying. Very dangerous. Very dangerous, but some people are... No, some
What he's
people are
trying to
doing
do now, he's trying to like out
Really?
bizarre Mama JF.
Very,
He's trying to like say things that are more bizarre than Mama JF. You know, he's trying to psych her out, and he's winning. Yeah,
Oh.
he's got a barbecue lighter
Yeah.
where he's going to try and set
Really?
it on
Yeah,
fire.
all the time. So I went there like 4 times.
What?
You were 4 times in Vienna.
Yeah, I didn't want to go there.
Now, you know, if I just click on this button, we have a flame coming out. But what is Julia Child's position on Flambé?
Who's Julia
on
Child?
Flambé on YouTube? Should we double the dose? Or do you think that 1/4 cup is okay?
Like on YouTube.
So they're going to smother it in alcohol and set it on fire.
Do you think that Julia Child went easy because she thought, you know, these guys are normies that buy my book, and so I'm going to give them a small quantity.
Yeah.
As YouTubers, shouldn't we bring it to double the dose?
Maybe, yeah.
What he's trying to do is
Double
he's
the
trying to
dose,
psych
I
her
think,
out.
is
He's finally had
reasonable,
enough, so he's
given
trying to say
this
things that are
thing
more
was
bizarre
produced
than Mama
for
JF.
normies.
What?
Let's give it, oops.
And she's just so
Let's give it
confused.
1/2 a cup of carburetor.
This is like when you talk to your dog.
Really?
Really. And do you have the pie? Is it coming or
Oh,
something?
Yeah.
All right, bring the pie in.
Bring the pie in.
You know, I'm not
Jeff
joking. at
rocking
this
back
point.
and forth. He's swaying.
I'm not joking
Double
at this point.
is
I'm
reasonable.
legitimately disgusted.
Double is not
Just-
quadruple. There's a reason the word quadruple was invented from the start. Quadruple
Is he
was
trying-
invented because double wasn't
The most-
enough.
Man on earth after eating this filth and swig. The dregs of humanity.
Rockshot says, just flambé the damn thing already.
Wait.
Okay, Mama Jeff has brought some of the plates. We have some of the
Man of
people are saying this will end in tears. John Jay says, whether we're black-pilled like Papa or not, I hope we can all... Oh, there it is. The pie.
Now it's just straight
Whoa,
up
it
burned.
smells
That is just straight
caramel.
up burned.
Oh
It's
my
blackened
God.
around the rim. Like it's just burned.
My
That is
fear is
burned.
that we've dropped a
And they're
little
gonna
bit of
burn it
alcohol.
more.
This
Like he's gonna set it on fire even more.
Risk. Is there a way we can change for a new plate?
No, just take this.
So he's literally
This is
gonna
this.
set it on fire even
There
more
you
than
go.
it is now.
We
It's
are
burned.
eliminating
It's
the
a
fire
cinder.
risk. And the insurance
So now we
company.
can put 2
Is it just me or is that
Yeah.
pie burned?
Is he gonna set it on fire?
Yeah, he's gonna set it on. He's gonna pour alcohol over it and set it on fire. But it's already burned. Like it's
Does
black.
does anyone think that it's a good idea to light a burned pie on fire?
Like it's charcoal. Like,
It's gonna be the cleansing fire that eliminates it from this earth.
all right, chat. Press 1 if you think it's a good idea to light the burned pie on fire. Press 2 if you think it's retarded.
Oh no! Let's see how long it takes. Oh, we got a 1. It's actually an ocean of ones.
People just want to see chaos. Everyone in chat's an agent of chaos. They just want to see the pie burn.
We've both seen it.
Just
There's not
wanted
much
to
happening
work
in the end,
that.
is there? There's not much happening. It's just a little shit of a flame, basically, in the end.
We're reducing the risk so that we can increase it.
Okay.
Okay, we're going
Well-
double Julia Child.
Do you think we should make little holes in it?
Little holes?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Going.
Do we need wells of some kind?
Yeah.
You want me to drop it right now or not?
Maybe make a little hole.
Make some holes.
Yeah.
So
Make
that
the hose, Jeff.
carburetor
Yeah.
has some
Make
space
the
for
hose.
the accumulation.
Gonna-
A little bit like the war in Iraq, right?
She doesn't even get the
There's a
reference. Like
reason.
Jeff just referenced the war in Iraq,
Why you
and she's just
think
laughed,
it's
not knowing what
fire
the
to
fuck
take
he's
out?
just
Well, I
said.
mean,
In
back in
Iraq?
my days, you know, there was the IMAX movies, and I was one of the first to see a
Yeah.
3D movie.
And of Iraq Fires?
You know where
Yeah,
I saw a 3D movie first?
He's just confusing her now, you know?
1992.
She's like, what is IMAX?
Oh.
What is movie?
Okay.
Do you realize
It's really
what
not.
it means to...
It's literally
Oh my god, that's a
your
lot of
card,
alcohol.
Yeah,
the shits and
drop
laughs.
Are we
it
sure we
down.
want to drop it double?
Double?
Double? I feel like I've been
filling
dropping
it
a
up.
lot of alcohol.
Yeah, like.
Is he seriously putting
We
more
decided
liquor on the
double
pie?
from
Yeah.
Well, they're going
a
to set it on
mathematical
fire, PPP. It's going to, like, burn off.
consideration, That was...
Yeah.
That's what the barbecue light is
that
for.
was... all things considered, pretty rational. Now, I think I'm going to get out of the
Oh, look, it's flowing over.
field of danger.
Jesus.
My god.
Because I don't know how that
Liquor
works.
is literally flowing over because
Mama J,
JF needs more
think you
booze
should
to
step
stay.
out.
See, his
Because I
fucking.
don't know how far this
Whoa.
My god.
This is just going to light up. This is going to, like, blow the
Ready,
table
Mama
off.
J?
I
Yeah.
really hope he lights the potato on fire with this. Her hair catches flame. You need to leave the
I
room
have to
for this
put my
shit.
hand like this for it to start.
Is there wind in his house?
Good one.
Is it like windy?
I
There's
have
wind.
to shake it.
Well,
like
that's what's
it's
blowing the
beautiful.
flag.
Suck up on
Crowd.
the
Shake it, shake it,
That
shake
gust
it.
of wind has been blowing that flag all night.
What? Ah, there it is. Actually, when you put it at 90 degrees, let's see what happens.
Even get it to work.
This pie's just going to go up, right?
Oh, there it is.
See? Not all that
There's
impressive.
A blue flame. I don't think you guys can see it though.
Ah.
It's
What a
not that
joke.
much of an explosion.
Wait, I know.
What a
So the
joke.
pie is already burned. So it's
There
of
we
no
can
effect
see
at
the
all.
flames.
Like, they're
Oh
just
my
setting it on fire even more.
I just wanted to see the whole pie go up in flame, and I didn't even get.
Well, that's already happened, PPP. Let me look at this. It's a pizza, isn't it? That's a burnt pizza.
What
I'm
the
immeasurably disappointed in this video.
Oh my god.
There is some fire going on. It's kind of sustained. I expected that this would all blow out in an
Yeah.
explosion
What
suddenly.
the fuck? Me too.
It's
I
not
thought
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like until here.
Instead,
I don't know
what we
why
have
this is, like,
is
funny
apparently a
shit ever,
continuous process of flambe.
What?
There's no way he's going to eat that,
Oh
is it?
no.
Eat it.
Alright, I'm trying to readjust the camera here. Okay, so do we have Houston size, Mama Jeff?
Oh my god. Oh, this for this.
All this for this.
That's
What?
Gonna be the
What did she just
fight
say?
Tomorrow.
The public space will continue existing.
What is she saying?
Maybe
I
we
don't
should
know.
have put some like real gals or something.
He's just laughing at her. He can't even, like, pretend not to laugh.
Mama Jeff would have spread this with
No matter
actual
what I
car
said
gas.
she was, I made up what she was saying. It would be anywhere half as insane as what she actually said.
Oh,
Look, it's falling apart as
It
they
doesn't
try
look
to
good,
cut
but I
it.
know it's good because
Look at
I
it.
know the kind of work you put into
He
this.
knows it's good.
The details.
He knows it's
of- Oh my god.
It's blackened all the way
Holy
through.
shit.
All the way through, it's burnt.
No, it's not. See,
It's-
Oh.
no. See,
Oh, God.
this is what happens when you turn on the oven too hot. This is what happens
Does
when
that
you
look
turn.
like cherry pie to you?
Yeah, no,
Is that a cherry pie crowd to you?
no. What
Like, come on.
I know what happened here. This is what happens
Proud tell us.
when you.
Come on. Give us the autopsy on
okay.
the pie.
This is what happens when you turn on the oven too hot on something that you're baking. The surface areas get burnt. Everything else remains moist and soggy. Like that. That's what happens if you. Yeah. Like this is not just.
Oh,
This is not just sugar. This is dough. This is moist, unbaked dough. And the outside is burnt.
Oh.
Everything inside is just moist.
I wish people could have seen my face. Like, oh my god, I just can't even believe that this is real. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Crowd, I'm glad that you're a doctorate of culinary excellence.
I don't have a
Fuck.
doctorate in culinary excellence. I just have a mum who showed me how to cook. If you bake a cake, you have to bake it slowly over the course of like an hour or 2 hours. Slowly at low heat, let it slowly bake up and you get this nice yellowish, brownish tone. If you turn the heat up too much, the outside gets burnt, the
Well,
inside
how would
remains
you
raw.
describe the tone of this crowd?
God, it looks like
Kraut,
someone jerked off over a bunch of raspberries. Just-
that is Kraut. You are actually a culinary scholar. Do you know that?
People in chat are saying it looks like eyeballs.
You know what? I'm just going to put this up to you right now. At one point, like maybe if we do the Golden Guns again, I'll actually fly out to Canada next time, and I'll just
Yeah.
Well, we're doing Cuba, aren't we, Kraut? We're all going to Cuba.
Okay.
Are you going to come to
At the end
Cuba?
of the summer.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook wherever we may go. I'm going to cook everything that they are cooking there, except for the gelatinous shit. And
Yeah, I'm not going to eat the fucking bone broth, and I won't eat the mouldy steak.
we'll make a duck and we'll
But,
make a
but
pie.
I'll eat the Kraut duck, the Krautian duck.
Sure, yeah.
Kraut
I'll do
duck
that.
is going to be so good.
Kraut duck.
I'll cook I'll cook all of the things and I'll prove you how right I am. I'm not just going
I'm
to.
ready. Like,
Okay.
man, I hope you move to Canada and you can come over all the time. You know, it's just going to be great. Oh, fuck.
Okay, let's finish this mess up.
Yes.
Let's see him
Oh,
eat it.
and it smells. It smells almost like ice cream. And you haven't put any ice cream in there. It's just custard and cherry.
What does that
Very
mean?
caramelized
It
smell.
smells almost like
I think
ice cream.
The flambe really adds something to it.
It's ice cream.
It just looks like snot. It looks like it has the exact same
Like a
texture of
marshmallow?
snot.
I
Look
want
at her with
them.
her, how she's
Like a
opening her mouth.
marshmallow.
To
Marshmallow.
oh god.
Holy shit.
She keeps looking at him for a reaction,
some
you
high-level
know. She wants
dessert.
all of her reactions to be
sell this
approved
for
by him. This is where the real
$9 piece in a
sociopathic
restaurant.
fucking power play is in play.
Good.
You know, this is awful behavior. This is coercive behavior 101, isn't it?
Alcohol.
She can't even have her own organic reactions without looking towards him for approval.
Oh, man.
Nice. Wow, that's good.
Doesn't something
Is this
funny,
good? No.
Mama JF.
Doesn't something funny
I am
happen at
absolutely-
the
What was
end
that
of the
crowd?
stream? There's something funny at the end of the stream,
Surprised
isn't there?
that your
I
talent
think she
here
asks him if he wants to fuck, and he just
Extreme.
instantly ends the stream.
levels of performance. In this
Yeah,
fight.
that's how it ends.
Yeah.
This is not something that anyone.
She's
can-
like, retards need sex too.
Wow, that's good. Hey, we should put a cherry tree in the backyard.
cherry tree in the
Yeah.
backyard.
That'd be good. In Montreal, I see there are some black cherries.
Wow. Wow. The bottom of it.
Jeff's
can
just.
feel the
Jeff is
best
like, wow,
meeting
that
the
is the most
custard and
retarded
everything.
suggestion you've made all night.
This is like absolute genius dessert. This is not normal. I want people
This
to
is not
understand that I've
normal.
been in the top restaurants of this world. This is not normal.
I imagine all of his taste
Yes,
buds
the
have been
fire.
fried by all the wine he's been drinking tonight,
Yeah.
that he's been slamming, that he just can't taste anything except
No.
for pure alcohol.
Maybe it would have worked better if you put less, no? I don't know.
No, I mean, I can actually taste the carbonated carburants.
Yeah.
The
What?
leftover
The carbonated.
pipes from
the carbonated
other cars on the
carburant?
planet. I can hear it.
does that mean?
What is a
Crying.
cherry pie if you can't taste the carbonated
unbelievable.
carburants crap?
How
Think
dare
anything
you
in it
make
is
some pie
carbonated.
like this?
Carbonated.
You-
Carboners.
Wow.
What?
I do not have, normally I do not have very positive comments on desserts, but this is, and seeing how you did it, so much work was involved. The proper sequence of action to get the custard done, that was something. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
She burnt the custard.
It's just eggs and
The custard was
flour.
scrambled eggs
You
by the
said
time
eggs
she
and
finished.
flour, but I saw it on the video. There was a sequence. You put some sugar back in it once the custard had been formed. you put butter back in it, you then mix with the cherries.
She doesn't know what she did,
All of
JF.
these
She can't
steps
remember.
are- if you
She
cut
can't
one
remember.
one of them up, it's just not as good.
Her short-term
God.
memory is about 15
The
seconds at
fire,
most.
the flambé, the not fully cooked paste, meeting the custard,
They're not fully
meeting the
cooked
cherry,
based. Crap.
wrapping around the cherry, and then the fucking cherry. My God.
Yeah.
He's taking the piss though with this review, isn't he? He's like damning her with faint praise.
He knows it's crap. At least I hope.
He knows.
Right.
He knows it's full shit.
Here's the thing, boys. What I want to see is him run for Prime Minister of Canada, and the attack ad they make out of this. If you couldn't trust a man to know that this was bad for him to eat, how can you trust him with the well-being of the nation? Shit.
And there we go. That was the Mama JF Christmas dinner cooking stream with Kraut, PPP, and Godwinson.
Incredible, boys.
It's almost 3 in the morning here, so I have to go to sleep very soon. Should I play
All
the
right.
outro again? Like mute us and play the outro?
Why not?
Okay, good.
Yeah, play us out, Kraut. Play us out.
Okay, I'll play it.
Play us in.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me down the road, that's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, we'll travel like that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow